Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen going to go to the air right away. It's complete to Cook. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. 53 yards. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Cook. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think this...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow. That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Golden Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. At their own 23. Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Jets had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed also do. Protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now Wilson on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Let's go.
In motion left is Wilson. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juke.
He's got him in, complete. It's a big play there. 63 yards. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we have the best view, a bird's eye.
Now Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Golden Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. McLeod to return it. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On the move to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Bass is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The idea here, get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. That is caught by Mims. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And with that last field goal, that puts him at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
From the 6. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
On first down, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Allen. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the save. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
We got this.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Let's keep those sticks moving. Keep it moving.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball again on 2nd down. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. He's got room past the 30. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen now looks to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. James Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Golden Eagles have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 13 yards out. And the Golden Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone. So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Allen on third. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, 38 yards. And the Golden Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll air this one out from Mims. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 more there and another 1st down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! A big play there. 45 yards. And the Golden Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.